Huddled, tired, and cold, we stare into darkness. The night is long and danger lurks. Distant howl, snap of twig, something large draws near. Amber eyes catch the light. Is it a threat? No, it's a friend. Dogs, A History of Our Best Friends by Lita Judge. For Maya, beloved sight dog and friend to our aunt, Winnie Judge. Long ago, when humans were still living in caves, wolves were pack-hunting predators with bone-crushing jaws and long, sharp teeth. They could smell prey from a mile away. Wolves hunted the same herds of caribou, deer, and other large animals as we did. But between 50,000 and 20,000 years ago, something began to change. Wolves and humans became curious toward each other, and some wolves began raising their pups near our encampments. Over time, measured in generations, the physical appearance of these wolves changed. Their snouts and teeth grew shorter. They had become dogs. These early dogs had their own kind of intelligence. They understood the meaning behind some words, and they developed the ability to follow our lead by looking at where we pointed. Dogs even followed our gaze by looking in the same direction as they observed us looking. Living with dogs meant that our lives got easier. From far away, we couldn't smell the large animals we hunted, but dogs could. And we didn't always hear danger approach in the night, but dogs did. Now we had partners to help us track and hunt, and trusted sentinels to guard our families. Our ancestors were hunter-gatherers, constantly on the move in search of food. We couldn't haul heavy loads over long distances, but dogs could. Around the same time, in another part of the world, people began domesticating goats and sheep. We couldn't watch our large herds all night and keep them safe from danger, but dogs could. Raising livestock meant we could give up a hunter-gatherer existence and have a more reliable food source. Some cultures remained nomadic, living in tents and moving their livestock over wide sweeping grasslands with the help of herding dogs. Other cultures began to stay in one place and build villages. Whether people were nomadic or lived in permanent settlements, our dogs had gone from life on the edge of our encampments to trusted family members in our homes. We grew attached to them, gave them names, and in many cases, when they died, gave them ceremonial burials. Most dogs who lived within homes had to work alongside their human companions. But a few lucky pups, especially small dogs, lived in the lap of luxury. In the Middle Ages, without the advantages of modern medicine, doctors could do little to heal their patients, but dogs could help. By the 16th century, doctors began prescribing dogs for treatments. If you suffered from an upset stomach, you should hold a small dog to your chest. Dogs performed many other tasks that we couldn't do alone. We couldn't swim for long in icy water to retrieve a duck for dinner, but dogs could. Farmers couldn't find tasty truffles to eat, but dogs could. Dogs even helped us cook. And if dinner ignited into flames, dogs helped us put out the fire. For centuries, different types of dogs were grouped into breeds, which were defined by the functions they performed. For example, sheepdogs herded flocks, running hounds helped hunters, and mastiffs were guard dogs. Then, in 1859, Victorians in England held the first dog show. More shows soon followed and soared in popularity. From then on, people began grouping dogs by their physical appearance, and dog breeds were defined by how dogs looked. Suddenly, there were more dog breeds than ever before. Ever since dogs were domesticated, their fate has been tied to ours, even if, unfortunately, that means serving in wars. In 1914, World War I broke out. It involved over 100 countries, and more dogs served in militaries than ever before. For the first time, dogs were highly trained in military dog schools to perform a wide range of life-saving tasks. People were reminded that it didn't matter how our dogs looked, we needed their help. After peace was declared, countless soldiers returned home from World War I, forever changed. Thousands had been injured in gas attacks and faced difficult lives because they could no longer see. But dogs trained as sight dogs were smart enough to see for them. Sight dogs were so effective at helping people that programs to train new kinds of service dogs followed. Now there are dogs to assist people who are deaf, living with epilepsy, or facing other physical disabilities. The most common are therapy dogs who bring comfort to people in nursing homes and hospitals or live with people suffering with emotional distress. Today, dogs live in partnership with us in more ways than ever before. Anyone whose family includes a dog knows what a wondrous thing it is to come home to excited tail wags and face licks. You know that you love your dog, and you know they missed you while you were away, but does your dog love you back? If you have a dog, you're probably nodding your head. Science has proven you are right. Dogs and humans are connected. For thousands of years, we have benefited from our relationship with dogs. They have comforted us, carried us, worked for us, and saved our lives. In almost every way imaginable, they have cared for us. Dogs need a safe home, food, and care in return. But perhaps the most important thing dogs and humans can share is love. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at AKC Education. To download the resource featured above, visit our Teachers Pay Teachers store using the link in the description below. See you next time!